All right, folks, we've got exactly 50 days to go until the big election. And today we're diving into Polymarket's 2024 election forecast. What we're going to do is fill in the electoral map, but here's the twist. We're using the betting odds for Kamala Harris and Donald Trump in each of the 50 states. And to keep things interesting, we're filling in the map in the order the polls close on election night. Quick side note, if you didn't know, voting doesn't end at the same time in every state. It wraps up first on the East Coast, so we'll start there and gradually move west. That way you can get a sense of how the map will fill out in real time on election night. But before we get into the details, hit the subscribe button, like this video, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for your support. So let's start with the states where polls close at 7:00 p.m. These are the first results we'll see on November 5th. Now, in terms of margins, here's how we're categorizing the states. If a candidate has over a 95 chance of winning, it's a solid state for them. 5 if it's between 75 to 95. We call it likely. Between 55 to 75 on is lean, and anything between 50 to 55 is considered a. Looking at the first batch of 6 states, it's clear Trump's got Indiana, Kentucky, and South Carolina in the bag. He's got almost a 99 chance of winning all 3. These are states he's won easily in the last 2 elections. So no surprises there. Now, Harris is set to win Vermont, but Virginia and Georgia are where things get more competitive. Starting with Virginia, Kamala Harris has 89 chance of taking the state, which sounds pretty good, right? But hold on, because Trump still has an 11 shot, and if Joe Biden were still in the race, Trump might actually be leading there. Before Biden dropped out, Trump even took the lead in some polls, and Democrats were barely hanging on to Virginia with a 57 chance of keeping it. That state has been shifting rightward, folks, and while Harris is still favored to win. It's not going to be a landslide like Biden's 10-point margin in 2020, so we'll mark Virginia as a likely blue state. Now, down in Georgia, Trump's the favorite with nearly a 60 chance of flipping it back. Remember, Georgia went Democrat last time with Biden squeaking by with a 0.24 margin. Super close. But right now, the consensus is Trump's going to take it back. Georgia was a solid Trump state just 8 years ago. And even though his odds have dipped slightly, it's still looking like a crucial state in his path to victory. Net 7. 30 p.m. polls will close in Ohio, West Virginia, and North Carolina. Let's get West Virginia out of the way. First, Trump's going to dominate there by over 40 points. No contest. Ohio, though, is a little more competitive. Historically, Ohio was a bellwether state. It always voted with the winning president, no matter the party, for nearly 6 decades. But those days are over. Ohio is now solidly red, and Trump has a 92 chance of winning it. He performed really well in Ohio in 2016 when a lot of folks still thought Hillary Clinton might win. In 2020, people expected Biden to do better, but Trump pulled off almost the same margin of victory. So Ohio is a likely red state, just shy of being solid, but Trump's got this one comfortably. Finally, we've got North Carolina, which is going to be a bit more of a nail biter. This is the only swing state Trump won in both 2016 and 2020. He took it by nearly 4 points in 2016. And even when he lost states like Arizona and Georgia in 2020, North Carolina stayed red. Despite the polls predicting a Biden win, Trump pulled it off. And as of now, he's got a 56 chance of doing it again. It's still competitive, but Trump's slightly favored to hold on to North Carolina. Thanks for watching. See you next video.